Welcome into another episode of Three's a Crowd. I'm your host, Preston Vargas. I'm writing this one solo today. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We have a goal to get up to 50 subscribers before Thanksgiving. So the best way to do that is hit that button to get us to 50 before we get to Thanksgiving. Let's get into it right now. The Chargers beating the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football, 25 to 10. Obviously, we know Aaron Rodgers, he didn't have the best game. Um, he showed his age definitely on Sunday. It did not look good. Khalil Mack got to him a lot of times, even for a safety, which I think that was the. I didn't watch the beginning of the game, but those were the first Charger points at least of the night. But I think Aaron Rodgers, he's washed through two picks today or Sunday, and then DK Metcalf only three receptions for 35 yards. He tied Roman Wilson for receptions for yards with 35. And the Steelers offense is it's just not humming right now. And you had a three-game lead in the AFC North, and you're letting it slip away to the Baltimore Ravens, who had a big win today. I don't know what you do now if you're Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. I mean, your next game is against the Bengals at home, a team that you lost to on Thursday Night Football in a shootout. And the Bengals, you know they're going to come off their bye week needing to get a spark after what happened, that crushing loss against the Bears in the final moments. And then you got a gauntlet coming up. You got the Bears on the road, then the Bills at home in a big game, which we'll talk about the Bills later and how they lost. The Baltimore Ravens, you got two games against the December 7th in week 14 and the final game of the season, January 4th in week 18. That's going to determine who wins the AFC North, in my opinion. There's no question about that. And then we'll move on to another team, to another game. The Bears find a way to get it done. Caleb Williams coming in clutch at the last minute. We were down by 10 in the fourth quarter and come back to win. Caleb Williams putting the team on his back. We get the touchdown pass to Odunze with 3:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Then the defense steps up, a shanked punt. Bears offense takes advantage, goes on to win the game. A statement win. Shows that we know how to win now. We're 6-3, the Bears are, and right now we're in third in the division, but the Packers, they play the Eagles tonight. If the Eagles beat the Packers, the Bears are tied with the Lions for top of the division. The Lions still have the tiebreaker ahead of us, but it'll go to show if the Bears can hold strong with their tough schedule coming up. We play the Minnesota Vikings, Pittsburgh Steelers at home, then road games against the Eagles and Packers, with the Browns sandwiched in between the Packers, 49ers, and Lions. The last two games will be very important for the Bears if they want to make the playoffs. And I want to talk about the other side, Brian Daboll. I saw a stat during the game. The Giants were 0-3 in the fourth quarter when leading by 10 plus. They're 0-4 now, thanks to their result against the Bears. I mean, Brian Daboll, he's got to be fired. You lost the locker room in that organization. You have a rookie quarterback who got concussed during the game. He was playing well against the Bears and before he left, and you lost two players already for the season. It's just not going to be good for the Giants. They need to cut Dayball loose now. Then we'll move on over to the AFC South, where the Bucks stumble at home to the New England Patriots and Drake May. This was a big result for many reasons. We look at the AFC South standings. I mean, it's the Bucks division to lose now since the Panthers lost to the Saints, but The Bucks, they didn't look like themselves against the New England Patriots. The Patriots now hold a 1.5 game lead over the Buffalo Bills for the top of the AFC East. In my opinion, Drake May is coming into his own. In this game, this past Sunday, let me check the stats. Played very well. 270 yards, two touchdowns thrown. I think Drake May is turning into something. He's probably an MVP candidate at this point. But I want to take a look at the rookie running back for the Patriots, Travion Henderson, taking over multiple big touchdown runs, especially that one in the third quarter, a 55-yard touchdown. In the fourth quarter, a 69-yard touchdown to basically seal the game for the New England Patriots. This dude is underrated right now and taking advantage with Ramondre Stevenson out. 147 yards on the ground and 14 carries and two touchdowns. Watch out for this guy in terms of fantasy football and in terms of the rest of the league. He's putting them on notice, and he shows Ohio State. He went to college there. Ohio State produces very great talent in the NFL. And you saw it on the other side of the field with Emeka Ibuka, another Ohio State Buckeye showing out. And wait, as I'm recording this, we just got some breaking news. Brian Daboll has been fired as Giants head coach. After we just talked about that he should be fired, he is now officially fired. Wow, that is something. And according to Adam Schefter from ESPN, Mike Kafka will be the interim head coach. So Brian Daboll officially fired. That's breaking news as we're recording this right now. Man, it wasn't hard to see why. Like I said, I already laid it out like 5 minutes ago. He had to go. So now we'll move on to sticking in the AFC East. We'll talk about the Buffalo Bills. They traveled down to South Beach, got blown out 30 to 13. Josh Allen, still all right, 306 yards, two touchdowns, one pick. I mean, I don't know what happened to the to the Bills yesterday. Devon Achane, 144 yards on the 174 yards on the ground, two touchdowns, 40 total fantasy points. Let me check to see his receiving yards. Six receptions for 51 yards. When the Dolphins were really rolling a few years ago, Devon Achane was a big part of that. I think he's their best offensive player right now, especially with Tyreek Hill hurt. If the Dolphins want to get some wins together, I think it goes through Devon Achane. They got the Commanders, that's a winnable game. Then the Saints, they could easily be 5-7, maybe 6-7. I could easily see them being at 500 to near 500 to finish the season. Obviously, you can't be at 500 anymore to end this season. But I think they'll have a pretty strong finish. And for the Buffalo Bills, you got to get right soon. Like I said, you're 1.5 games behind New England. You play the Bucks at home next week. The Patriots beat them on the road. You have to win that game if you want to keep pace in the division. Right now, they're the sixth seed in the AFC, which we're not accustomed to seeing. The Bills, Chiefs, and Ravens not leading their divisions, and the Chiefs are outside of it right now. If the Bills want to find a way to win the AFC East, they got to win on Sunday and the rest of their games as well. They'll play the Patriots again on the road December 14th in Week 15. That's going to say a lot, definitely. And then we move on to the NFC West, where uh, every the teams in the NFC West played each other. Granted, they weren't competitive, but here are the results nonetheless. We'll start with the Rams and 49ers. Rams go into Levi Stadium, defeat the 49ers 42 to 26 after San Francisco beat them down at SoFi on that Thursday night a few weeks ago. Matthew Stafford looking like an MVP candidate, 280 yards, four passing touchdowns. Solid effort from him. And I think this shows the Niners, they're too banged up. Second year in a row. I don't know what's up with them in their injury history. Obviously lost Fred Warner for the season. Michael Williams. I have never seen a team get this injured like this. I mean, and on top of it, Brock Purdy's out still. We don't know when he's coming back. But Mac Jones, he played all right, 319 yards, three touchdowns, one pick. The defensive injuries are really what's holding this team back. Eventually, you're not going to have next man up mentality because you already have the next man up. And then he goes down. What else do you have? Eventually, the next guy's not going to be as good at filling in. And that's the problem for the Niners. But the Rams, they're they're now second because of in the NFC West because of this other team, the Seattle Seahawks, who had a demolition of their own, this time at home against the Arizona Cardinals. Seahawks, I think they're sneaky contenders in the NFC. Everyone talks about the Eagles and Packers. You got to put the Seahawks up there with them. Sam Darnold, he didn't have the best day, only 178 yards passing on 12 attempts, one touchdown, one pick. But Jackson Smith and Jimba obviously left the game early with the concussion. I don't know if he returned. To be honest, I didn't really watch that game all that much. I was at the Magic game last night. But what I did hear was Marcus Lawrence had two touchdowns on defense. And the final score doesn't do it justice. 44 to 22 to Seattle. It was 28 nothing Seahawks. Pretty well in the first quarter. It was 35 nothing at one point midway through the second quarter. So the Seahawks just decimated the Cardinals. Anyway, that's going to do it for our show today. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Our goal is to get 50 subscribers by Thanksgiving. And don't forget to watch tonight's game between the Eagles and Packers. That'll decide a lot in the NFC. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of your day.